Hello again. I'm Gary Baker, and we're here to meet one of our award participants and beneficiaries this year. And the award this time is for the Outstanding Service Award, which is a very special award that is given by the board of IAIA to someone who's really gone far beyond the sort of normal cause of being a volunteer or member of IAIA. So I am very, very happy and delighted to welcome Ilse Aukam on the video today. So Ilse, many congratulations for your award. Many people know you from your years in IAA, but for those who don't, please tell us a bit more about your background and how you've ended up sitting here today being interviewed by me.
Thank you, Gary. Yes. Well, my background is actually, I'm a social worker by profession, and that's how I started my career. But then I drifted into the environmental field and decided I'll join my passion for people with my passion for the environment. And that's how I ended up working in this field. And my first IAI conference was in Washington many years ago, and I didn't know anyone there. I was a student. I remember I shared a room with a little lady called Cynthia, and there I first met all the great names that I've only read about at IAIA, and especially the social impact assessment people. They were so special and warm and welcoming, and they immediately, and I need to mention Frank Van Clay, made me a part of the community and just pulled me in. And so through the years, I do social impact assessment because I'm passionate about people and that development should be fair. And so with the input of Frank, well, mostly with him, we did the SIA guidance document. And from that, the SIA course, started, the online course. But it took quite a while to get it done, although we had this guidance document. So it's I'm very happy that I get the award, but there was lots of people behind the scenes that worked hard, like people from headquarters. And also I had some volunteers that helped me writing the modules. And now that the course is online, we have people that's mentors, and I think we have the best mentors because people mention it every time there's a course review. And the mentors are also people in the social impact assessment field. They're not academics mostly, they're practitioners. And we just want to grow our community of professionals and, also just give that hand out to somebody that I got when I, as a youngster, joined IAIA.
It's been very interesting launching the course. I mean, it's been fantastically popular. In fact, we probably struggle to meet the demand for how many people would like to do this. I mean, what do you put that down to? Is it difficult to find these types of courses, that content? I know it's taken a long time to get together, but why has it been so popular, you think?
I think first of all, it's been a long time coming, and second of all, I think the course, we really try to make it more practical than academic. It is credible. There's all the readings inside there, but it's really an introduction to social impact assessment. But what I find, many of the people who do the course are sometimes they are experienced people that they've done this before. But what they all say is like the difference is definitely in the mentoring and in the more practical approach that we try to give people tools that they can use in practice, and so on. And also I'm from South Africa, and in many of the developing and less developed countries, it's difficult to access any training. There are training in the sort of like available in Europe and the UK, but it's quite expensive and it's not accessible to people from everywhere. And I think that's also what makes our course special, because we try to keep it simple, to get just the basics in there, because I mean, it's such a wide field, but I really think it's because we aimed it at the people doing the work at the grassroots.
What would be the targets now? I mean, someone sort of taking that course, what happens next? Is it all about then just putting it into practice and really learning by doing, or where do you see that on social impact assessment?
I think what is also nice about the course and the mentorship program is that we encourage the participants to keep contact with their mentor. And this hasn't happened yet, but we're still thinking of setting up events where everyone of the past courses can join and we can just talk shop. So the idea is, I don't think you'll be able to do a social impact assessment of the course. It's like when you freshly graduated from university, you have the knowledge, but you still have to practice it. And I think it gives people the tools to know what to look for. We've had some people who are authorities that did the course. We have some people from bigger consultancies, and they say we just want to have a similar approach from all our people. So I'm the leader, I'm taking this course, and I want to put all my people through this course. So I think the idea is that this is really introduction and a basic, just the basics, but each mentor have a few mentees. So we also try to grow that community and encourage them to be part of the Social Impact Assessment Hub, which is also a brainchild and a baby of IAIA, which is another of our networking opportunities. So yes, we want to encourage people to start trying their hand at it in the field, but it is still a specialist study and you need certain background knowledge, but we're also trying to be there for them so that they can just know who to call if they or who to ask if they get stuck.
You mentioned the sort of specialist knowledge that's required or needed, but presumably there are some foundational principles in terms of engagement, in terms of how you go about trying to engage with local communities that really have very wide reach across all sorts of disciplines, both in impact assessment but outside as well.
Yes, that is true. And like, for instance, one of our practicals is an interview that you have to interview either we have a case study, and then you have to imagine someone like a village chief or somebody that you will interview to try and practice those skills. We also find that there are people who are not social impact assessment practitioners, but are in the broader environmental field, and they just want to have a better background to understand what is the studies about, and so on. And the other thing that's amazing about doing this kind of course with IAIA is I know it sounds like a marketing pamphlet, but there's so many resources available. It's the quick tips and the fast tips, and these guidance documents. They are translated in different languages and so on. And some of our mentors do speak different languages, so we want to keep that door open and maybe get more people that can speak, for example, Spanish or Chinese or whatever, that if there's somebody, because many of the people are second language speakers like myself. Oops, there goes my earpod. So we don't, so we want them to feel comfortable and say, okay, I can try, nobody's going to make fun of me or laugh with me, but it's definitely, there's skills that you can use beyond social impact assessment. And some of it is just also just good practice.
No, I totally agree with you. I think that need for or encouraging that multilingual aspects. I mean, that's certainly a big aim for us going forwards to keep widening that net and that ecosystem, if you will, in the community of social impact assessment. So maybe one final question. I mean, someone setting off in this world of social impact assessment, I'm sure it can be pretty confusing. I mean, what would be one word of advice or one sentence of advice for someone sort of setting off or contemplating that as a career?
I would say reach out to people that do social impact assessment. We have our SIA Hub, it's on LinkedIn as well. I find the SIA community is amazing, really. They've been amazing to me. I have now friends in every continent, made through this community. And if somebody say, I want, can you recommend somebody that can do SIA here and here, then I can connect then because of the networks that I have. So I would say your networks is important, and reach out. Don't be intimidated, because what I often see is people say, oh, but so-and-so is such a big name, they've published so much. But if you contact them, they are amazing, and they will reply to you, and they will make you part of the community, because we preach what we practice in the SIA world. So reach out and just do a bit of reading. There's so much information.
That is brilliant, and a really good summary and advice. And look, I'd like to thank you for the work that you've done. I mean, that is recognized in the award. It really is outstanding service. So thanks again, and I look forward to what happens next, and keep pushing on in this area. So thanks, Ilse.
Thank you, and I'm honored to have the award, and just watch the SIA space. We're far from done. Thank you.
Brilliant.